how to count rhythm. I think it's important to have a method of counting out a rhythm that will work for all time signatures. I'm going to start off with a simple time, 3-2. So in 3-2 there are going to be 3 beats in the bar. And each beat is going to be represented by a half note. Now, if that's just the rhythm, it's very easy to speak that out as 1, 2, 3. You just attach the note number to each beat because each beat is falling exactly, on the first, second and third beats. So that's very straightforward. What about if this beat divided into 2 equal parts, and in fact the rhythm there was 2 quarter notes? Well, the first quarter note is happening right at the beginning of beat 1, so I'm going to label that as 1. And the second half of that beat is coming exactly halfway through beat 1, so I'm just going to tag on the word and I'm going to say 1 and. And if you imagine a whole bar that looked that way, divided into 2 quarters, 2 quarters, 2 quarters, I'd simply describe that rhythm by saying 1 and 2 and 3 and. And it's very clear what the rhythm is because we can hear the beat going by and we can hear the and that's happening in between each of those beats. What if a note value divided into 3 equal parts? Now in 3-2, the norm is for the beat divided into 2 equal parts. And I've used the same note value here, but I've got an extra one. So to tell the reader what's happening, I'm going to add a triplet sign. And the triplet sign is telling the reader I'm forcing that extra third sound into the time of 2. So it's 3 notes played evenly in the time of 2. Again, I'm going to start with the beat number. The beginning of that grouping starts exactly on beat 2. And then I've got 2 more sounds to account for. So I'm going to say and, ah. And again, if we had a whole bar that had each beat divided into 3 equal parts, I'd be using the beat number and then and for each beat. So it would sound like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and. And then let's imagine what happens if the beat divides into 4 equal parts. Well, if we have a half note beat and we divide it into 4 equal parts, each part is going to be an 8th note. And you could draw 4 little tails, but that's going to look a little bit busy. And so there's a convention where if you have notes that belong to one beat and they all have tails, you can join those tails up and it kind of contains that rhythm. So they all belong to beat 3. So I'm going to start by using the beat number, then I'm going to say E, then I'm going to say and, then I'm going to say ah. So on beat 3 we have 3 E and 4 evenly spaced notes in the time of one beat. And again, if every one of these beats was divided into 4 equal parts, it would sound like this: 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and. So the important thing to learn here is not really about the time signature. It's where you have a beat that divides into 2 parts, you say the beat number and. Where you have a beat that divides into 3 equal parts, you have the beat number and a. And where you have a beat that divides into 4 equal parts, you have the beat number, then E and a. And that's how we count time.